kind of on the opposite end. He's not really as vocal. He's not that type A personality. Whatever. That's cool. He's still done great stuff for the community. Now, when you look at the situation with Kraft going to meet Meek Mills, yeah, it's real sketch. It's almost as sketch as when Suge went to go visit Pac in jail.
I think the layers of it get even weirder because then
why is this old white dude trying to help me when he showed no interest before and you voted for Trump? Let's not forget, like, Trump don't like black people. He's a white supremacist. But
okay, well, before we get into all that, because we don't need to get into that.
Yeah, but it's a serious.
The thing is
weird.
Yeah, Trump is on record saying him and Bob Kraft are good friends. So
homies.
That's not a secret. They homies. I think it gets even weirder when you factor in Lamar Jackson. Exactly. Damn, Kenny's not spoiling my teases for once?
I wanted to do it, but I was like, I'll let him speak.
Since when do you not finish my sentences? That's what makes the show great.
I figure I'll do it. Fine then.
Man.
I'll do it. Fine.
All right. Anyways,
we'll do it live. Fine.
It makes it even weirder when you factor in Lamar Jackson just got an endorsement from Tom Brady on Instagram.
Well, the Patriots know something none of us don't.
And
they got vibranium in New England. Some shit going on. Like, they're progressive, but, like, they're also dastardly at times. Like, they know rules and shit from old. They probably know how to, I don't know. They know old-time rules on the rule books that nobody else knows. Like, the people who wrote the rules don't remember the shit or are dead, but somehow they know it. Like, there's just something going on in New England.
The weird thing is Lamar embraced it, right?
Yeah.
He said, Tom's the GOAT, thanks, whatever.
And Deion Sanders said it on an Instagram post, and then Tom said, yeah, he's the GOAT, or he's dope.
But now I'm slowly seeing pro Lamar Jackson propaganda come out from draft analysts 2 weeks ahead of the draft, when pretty much
everyone said his black ass is a wide receiver because he's so great in space and he's fast. But he's mad. We're mad he didn't run a 40, even though we know he's fast.
Well, it's even weirder when you factor in he's played in the ACC, so he pretty much played against some of the top competition. And you're just now getting to his tape. Like, you're just now realizing that he's actually a good quarterback and a pocket passer, and not just the highlights you've been seeing on SportsCenter.
Bobby Petrino is a QB whisperer, and has come out and said multiple times he's really good. All he needs is a chance and the right system, and he can throw. He's through. The problem is he was the best player on his team. He would have been the best receiver and the best running back on his team if he wasn't playing quarterback. He was that great. Like, his receivers were trash.
And the two things,
I don't care if they were D1 athletes, they were trash.
And the two reasons why the real reason why I'm linking these two stories is it's crazy to see how the Patriots really were able to shift the narrative. Whether it was in the Meek Mill case, whether it's in Lamar Jackson, it's like, really, that's what it took? Tom Brady to endorse Lamar Jackson and Bob Kraft to endorse Meek Mill?
Yeah, there's something there. The pendulum's going to swing back, and we're going to see what it was. But, yeah, with the whole Lamar Jackson situation, man, everyone knows he's done. I'm pretty sure there are teams. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys drafted Lamar and traded Dak.
No,
I'm just saying, what if?
Nah.
Realistically, Dak has not gotten better. Well, he's gotten worse.
It's only been 2 years, and last year was a weird year with Ezekiel Elliott.
No, he kind of got exposed.
Game time decision for like 10 weeks.
Yeah, but he also got exposed. And Dez Bryant was there all season. Those receivers were there all season.
And we've talked about how Dez has lost a step for like 3 years.
Okay, but those receivers were there all season, and they're competent.
I'm gonna need you.
Cleveland's receiving core last year.
I'm gonna need you to rewind the tape.
Okay,
I'm gonna need you to
I already
rewind
wanted
the
to
tape.
talk about Dez anyway, but don't sit up here and act like Dez ain't a starting wide receiver.
He is, but I'm talking about the rest of the crew, which you've been on air and slandered since the beginning of time on this podcast.
A slot receiver.
You slandered
Terrence
him.
Williams is okay.
Slandered him.
I didn't slander him.
You slandered Bryce Butler all through his career in Oakland.
I wanted the Raiders to get Bryce Butler back, but he signed a 2-year, $10 million deal with the Cardinals. So there's that. He's probably going to actually have a really good year in Arizona.
All right, so off the tangent, I want to get back to Lamar Jackson. Now, the rumors are saying that the Patriots are the favorite
to take him.
I'll
never talk about sports again.
Don't say that because that might actually happen.
And then I got to talk
when you
about
really
it.
think about it, I mean,
who better to learn from than Tom Brady and Bill Belichick?
Exactly.
But no.
The only reason why you really hate it is because it might make you a Patriot, man.
Dog, I'll kill you if you ever say that. Or my mama. Or my grandmother. Don't even say no shit.
I'm only saying that because it's true for me.
I'd rather you say nigga with a hard R than ever accuse me of saying that again. Oh, wait, I said that. I wasn't supposed to say that. I'm sorry. That actually slipped out. But no, seriously. Never say that. I'll never be a Patriots fan.
Yeah, man.
In life.
Well, hopefully you're not in the interview process for any job that you really want. All right, so let's move on to the next topic.
Oops.
Josh Rosen. He was featured in ESPN, the magazine, this week. There were a lot of storylines based off the things he said. The biggest thing that jumped out to me was, like, this is actually a really smart dude, and you can tell by how he talks that he's thinking outside of the game, and people are trying to make it into a downfall.
They're trying to make him into Ryan Leaf, and I really don't personally like it because that's disrespectful to Josh Rosen. He's not Cade McNown. He's not some douchey a-hole rich kid who doesn't really care about football.
I think the thing is, he's a 20-year-old kid, and he's actually more mature
than most adults. He's definitely more than his former head coach.
And I think that intimidates people as far as saying, like,
it intimidates stupid people.
You don't know shit. But no, when you actually listen to him, like if you go take the time to read the transcription of the interview, like, he talks about how his father was almost Surgeon General for Obama, and he talks about how his mom is a feminist, and then so the dude interviewing is like, oh, so you're clearly liberal, and he's like, look, man, I just try to do what's right. Like I said, my mom's a feminist. My dad was almost in the Obama campaign, but he voted for Trump. So I'm somewhere in between there. I don't know. I just try to do what I think is best. And that rubs people the wrong way.
Intelligence and articulation intimidate stupid people.
Especially when you have money, power, athleticism, and you're really the complete package.
And we could take the fact that he's white and rich out of it. Like, I feel like they want him to have a certain opinion, like a certain cookie cutter appeal that most quarterbacks, like, they want him to be robotic, and he's not a robot. Like, you can't program this dude to say what you want him to say. He's going to say what he thinks and try to align it with what the overall team message is. Like, I think some of his teammates at UCLA who played with him in high school, Jaleel Wadood being one of them, said, like, yo, he's the GOAT. I would go to bat for him at any time. He's not a bad guy. And it's like, if you look at Jim Mora, let's talk about Jim Mora Jr. for a second.
I don't really want to slander Jim Mora Jr.
I'm not going to slander him. I'm not going to slander him.
Because we already talked about it last week. Like,
but
they're neighbors. They've been friends for
that's
years.
That's cool.
Like,
but you're not really helping his case with some of the stuff he was saying.
As a theory, and I said this on last week's show, I think it was intentional.
He's a millennial? Bro, everyone in this draft is a millennial.
No, what I'm trying to say is I think he was trying to hurt his stock to keep him out of Cleveland.
Bro, he could go to them at 4. I wouldn't want him to go to the Jets. I'd rather him go to Cleveland.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't want to play for the Jets.
I wouldn't. Not with Joe Thomas retiring.
Bro, you want to go play for the Jets? Who is a better team, the Jets or the Browns?
The Browns.
Top to bottom. Top to bottom. The Jets lost everybody. They're going to be playing mostly a coverage-heavy defense. It's like Leonard Williams, their really only threat defensively. They got the dude out of Georgia who's decent, but he's not like a sack artist. Like, the Jets don't really have much in the way of that. And if you take this guy, honestly, I think the perfect place for Josh Rosen might be Denver. and that kind of sickens me to say it because I actually am a Raiders fan, but who would better understand him than John Elway?
I think it's the
After what John Elway did to buck the trend with the NFL?
I think it's the Giants.
Because Eli would understand him too?
Exactly.
But Eli, they're trying to get Eli out of there, and New York fans are fickle, and they don't really appreciate Eli.
It's true.
And you have him and Odell Beckham Jr. Somebody's going to say something. That's a combustible locker room.
You're right.
If anything, I would just say draft Saquon if you're the Giants.
Well,
you haven't had a running back since Tiki. Don't play yourself.
But yeah, basically, and you know I'm a closet Bruins fan. I was never really
no.
big
You're
on
a definite
Rosen.
Bruins fan. I'm not going to let you back
I'm
off
not,
that, bro.
I'm definitely not.
Okay.
I'm a closet Bruins fan.
All the times I've talked about USC, and you just like
because I'm
played up.
UCLA. I'm Bruins over UCLA. I mean, I'm Bruins over USC for sure.
How's that work for you?
But my point is, like, I really had gained some admiration for him because at UCLA, it wasn't the off-field stuff that really bothered me about him. It was him being healthy, and it was him not elevating his team to win.
First off, he did elevate his team to win. His coach didn't develop talent or an offensive line.
Okay, but can you let me finish my point because I'm not even shitting on him.
I know, but I'm just...
What I'm saying is...
I'm defending Josh Rosen a lot.
Exactly. You have been throughout the whole process, to be honest.
Ever since high school, I was like, this kid is going to be dope. Stop hating on him.
But the reason why I'm getting admiration for him because he seems to really know who he is. And despite that, he still wants to be the GOAT. And I think one of the quotes that I pulled from the interview, and I'll read it.
You pulled a LeBron?
This kind of just sums up, like, where he is. Like, okay. So he says, I want to find purpose. One of the reasons I left school early is I felt like I was chasing a bunch of different things, trying to get A's in class, being good on the field, networking professional. He said, right now, I want to be the best QB that I can possibly fucking be. When the NFL decides I suck, I want to be the absolute best at the next thing in my life. So, a couple things is, number one, he realizes the game is greater. He realizes life is greater than the game, number one. Number two, he realizes that a lot of the game is out of his hands. And he understands that and respects that he can only do so much. And that's what you want in a quarterback. You want someone who's humble, relatable, and that's what you want in the face of a franchise. Someone who's humble, relatable, knows where they stand, on top of the talent that he brings, on top of him being a technician.
Because he's the best thrower of a football in this draft by far. It's not even close.
And part of that is being affluent and being able to have QB coaches your whole life, but we don't need to talk about that.
He played in
something most black quarterbacks don't have. But,
no black quarterback has that because they make you run for like 1,200 yards in high school and say you're a dual threat, or you can play receiver or safety.
Or put you in a wing T offense.
Yeah. My high school QB actually could have been better had we not ran a wing T, but whatever.
Nice Florida accent there. I don't know what that was.
You're welcome. A man of many talents.
All right, man. So let's move into Take or Tangent. This is a game we play every week on the Touchdowns and Tangent show. Basically, how it goes is I'll read a storyline. You can either give a take, like, you have a strong opinion about it, or you can give a tangent about it. You have basically an alternative story that this kind of makes you think of, or something that people aren't really talking about. You know, just take it wherever you want to go.
We give you a premise, and you have a take or a tangent. You go on a take, or you have a long tangent about it that somehow makes sense. Don't hurt yourself, though. You can do it at home.
All right, so this easily could have been in the top part, but the Seattle Seahawks, they reached out to Colin Kaepernick. They were going to set up an interview. And, well, not an interview, a workout. And before said workout, they called Kaepernick and asked him, will you kneel during the national anthem? And he said, yes.
Which, ironically, this was already covered last season when he talked about it. He actually stopped kneeling, but, yeah.
No, he said he will continue.
No, but I'm saying, like, remember, like, the first time around, he totally stopped. And
well, because at this point,